Impossible. Call me, beat me if you wanna reach me. When you wanna page me, it's okay. Whenever you need me, baby. Call me, beat me if you wanna reach me.
Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to Kim Possible, which came out in 2002 and ended its initial run in 2007. So let's get to know this cast. Christy Carlson Romano was Kim Possible. Will Friedle was Ron Stoppable. Nancy Cartwright was Rufus. Taj Mori was Wade Lode. John DiMaggio was Dr. Draken. And Nicole Sullivan was Shigo. Now I move on to the facts all about Kim Possible. Number 1, the production. Bob Schooley and Mark McCorkle had already been writing for Walt Disney Television Animation and Disney Channel for several years, contributing to the network's animated series, Aladdin, Hercules, and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, each one spin-offs of then respective feature-length animated movies. Although they had enjoyed working on those projects, Schooley and McCorkle were becoming interested in contributing to something original. At the same time, the writers learned that David Stanton, the head of Walt Disney Television Animation, had become interested in developing a show featuring ordinary children in extraordinary circumstances for Disney Channel. Thus, Stanton and network executives Gary Marsh and Anne Sweeney approached Schooley and McCorkle to create an animated series geared towards the 6 to 14-year-old demographic that was also capable of entertaining older audiences at the same time. While traveling in an elevator on their way back to their office from their lunch break, McCorkle said to Schooley, "Kim Possible, she can do anything." To which Schooley responded, "Ron Stoppable, he can't." And nearly the entire premise of Kim Possible naturally unfolded thereafter. When its main duo finally established, Kim Possible became the easiest show Schooley and McCorkle had ever developed. One of Disney Channel's earliest forays into developing an entirely original animated series from scratch, Kim Possible was born out of the creators' realization that there were few animated series starring strong female characters at the time, and created Kim as a character that girls can look up to, inspired by their own young daughters. The creators were also influenced by their own childhood heroes, James Bond and Captain Kirk from Star Trek, and wanted Kim to resemble a character their daughters could idolize similarly. Unlike traditional superheroes, Kim is entirely devoid of both superpowers and a secret identity. The creators avoid making the character impervious like most comic book superheroes tend to be, because they wanted both her and Ron to remain relatable to younger viewers. Working completely independently from government spy organizations, Kim's crime-fighting abilities are drawn from real-life activities, such as cheerleading and gymnastics, something any kid in the world could do according to the creators. Number 2, the casting. Much of Kim Possible's cast consists of Disney Channel and ABC alumni, as well as actors known for their roles on other popular animated and comedy series. After auditioning several actresses to voice the title character, then 16-year-old Christy Carlson Romano was finally cast as Kim after being introduced to Schooley and McCorkle by Disney Channel executives. Describing her character as very ambitious, very skilled, very smart, Romano told the New York Times, quote, "I've tried to make her a good role model. Her confidence and her sincerity really shine through," unquote. One episode in particular, Blush, was inspired by Romano's modesty and tendency to blush at the slightest compliment. Will Friedle was then cast to play Ron. Actor Neil Patrick Harris had auditioned for the role, as did actor John Cena, before he decided to pursue a professional wrestling career. The role of Shigo was created for Nicole Sullivan, with whom Schooley and McCorkle had previously worked with. To prepare herself for the role of Rufus, Nancy Cartwright researched naked mole rats extensively, to the point of which she became a vault of useless trivia and knowledge. John DiMaggio was cast as Draken, based on his vocal performance as Bender on the animated sitcom Futurama. The creators mused, quote, "Draken is as funny as he is because of how funny John is. Like any of the great voice-over guys, he can do multiple voices," unquote. During the show's inaugural season, the actors generally recorded separate from each other, but Friedle, DiMaggio, and Sullivan experienced opportunities to record together during the second season. And then Taj Mori was cast as Wade. In terms of recurring and guest roles, Designing Women's Jean Smart voices Kim's mom, Kristen Storms voiced Kim's high school rival Bonnie, Raven Simone voices Kim's female best friend Monique, Senor Senior Senior and Senor Senior Jr. are voiced by Ricardo Montalban and Nestor Carbonell. Ryder Strong voices Brick Flag, Bonnie's boyfriend. Ashley Tisdale was offered the role of season 4 villain Camille Leon. And Annalise Vanderpool voiced a guest role in the episode And the Mole Rat Will Be CGI as Heather, an actress hired to play Kim in a film adaptation of her life. Number 3, the writing. Serving as executive producers in addition to writers throughout the entire series, Schooley and McCorkle oversaw the show for its entire duration to maintain consistency. As executive producers, Schooley and McCorkle were mostly involved in the writing process, focusing mainly on plot and dialogue, while storyboarding was chiefly handled by Loader. The writing staff consisted of both Disney Channel employees and freelance writers. Much of the series is based on both Schooley and McCorkle's own experiences growing up as teenagers in high school, as well as the lives of both creators' daughters. While avoiding adult references, Schooley and McCorkle opted for a fast-paced sitcom-style dialogue and rhythm that attracted adult viewers, instead ultimately resulting in teleplays that were typically 5 pages longer than traditional Disney Channel scripts. Additionally, the show heavily parodies the popular James Bond movies. Kim's Possible showrunners were heavily influenced by Marvel Comics, particularly the Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and X-Men comic book series. Number 4, design and animation. Creating the Kim Possible universe and environment was very much a collaborative process between Schooley and McCorkle, Disney Channel, the creators, designers, and the cast, who were also encouraged to contribute their own ideas. Due to their extensive animation experience, Schooley and McCorkle were aware that Kim had to be an appealing character, while Ron would be more so goofy appealing. Evolving dramatically over the course of 3 months, Kim, who had originally been designed to resemble a standard athletic-looking blonde heroine, underwent several changes. At one point, the character's appearance was based on that of video game character Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider franchise, until Disney Channel abandoned this concept in favor of one more akin to that of a 14-year-old girl as opposed to a bombshell. With characters drawn with large heads and eyes, the show's art style was based on Disneyland posters from the 1950s and 1960s. And 4 different animation studios animated the series: Rough Draft Korea, Starburst Animation Studios, Toon City, and Hanho Hyun Up Co. Ltd. Number 5, the music. R&B singer Christian Milian recorded the show's theme song Call Me Beat Me, which she also credits with benefiting her own career as a recording artist. After meeting with the songwriters, Milian returned to the studio to record Call Me Beat Me 1 week later. Christy Carlson Romano also contributed vocals to the song. A music video was released for Call Me Beat Me, which features Milian and Romano recording the song in the recording studio, interspersed with short scenes from the series. Composer Adam Berry was responsible for scoring the entire series. An official Kim Possible soundtrack was released by Walt Disney Records on July 1st, 2003, featuring Call Me Beat Me and Could It Be, in addition to other musical contributions from the cast of Kim Possible, in addition to various Disney recording artists, including Aaron Carter. Romano also recorded a new song entitled Say the Word for the album. A combination of teen pop, pop rock, power pop, and R&B music, the soundtrack also features appearances by musical groups A-Teens, Jump 5, LMNT, and Smash Mouth. Also, Will Friedle and Nancy Cartwright's Naked Mole Rap, a rapped tribute to Ron's pet Rufus, ultimately concluding with a Work You Up remix of the theme song by Tony Phillip. Number 6, the styles and themes. Episodes typically adhere to a simple, similar format, featuring a power-hungry villain who Kim and Ron must somehow prevent from taking over the world. In addition to action comedy and adventure, Kim Possible's storylines also explore elements of romance and drama. With a tendency not to take itself seriously, Kim Possible both parodies and pays homage to the spy action and superhero genres, its comedy benefiting from the show's emphasis on over-the-top plots and circumstances. In addition to other mainstays of modern-day youth, technology serves an important role throughout the series, specifically the internet and Kim's gadgets, the most significant of which is the communicator, designed to help Kim communicate with Wade and grants her access to virtually any information she desires. Particularly desirable to young viewers, technology enables Kim to travel around the world effortlessly and to some extent mirrors children's ability to speak to anyone in the world via the internet. But it doesn't explain Kim's ability to travel virtually anywhere around the world within a short period of time, hosting a diverse cast of strong female characters while confronting gender norms and barriers. Kim Possible explores feminist themes, specifically third wave feminism. Similar to the animated shows Totally Spies, Atomic Betty, and The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, Kim Possible revolves around the attractive, intelligent, and strong female character whose public identity is meant to indicate that she should be received as a positive role model for young girls. Number 7, The Broadcast. Produced by Walt Disney Television Animation, Kim Possible's episodes are typically 22 minutes in length and occupy half-hour time slots. Season 1 included a total of 21 episodes and was initially scheduled to premiere in January of 2002. The first episode, Crush, premiered on Disney Channel on June 7, 2002, followed by the airing of 2 back-to-back episodes occupying the 6:30 to 8 p.m. time slot. Following its premiere, Disney Channel aired 1 new episode of the series Friday nights at 6:30 p.m., followed by rebroadcasts at the same time on Saturday and Sunday nights. By 2005, the show's time slot had been changed to Friday evenings at 5:30 p.m. Episodes were also broadcast in syndication on several Disney-affiliated television networks, including Toon Disney weekdays at 7:30 a.m. and weekends at 3 and 4 o'clock, and ABC's ABC Kids Saturday mornings at 11 a.m., ultimately became the linchpin of that particular segment. In mid-2006, the series started airing on Disney Channel's website. Internationally, Kim Possible aired on the Family Channel in Canada, while broadcasting on CCTV 12 in China, Dubai TV in Dubai in their respective local languages Mandarin and Arabic, and on ABS-CBN in the Philippines in Filipino language. In 2005, production halted following the premiere of Kim Possible movie So the Drama after airing 3 seasons and 65 episodes. If you guys go back to the Even Stevens movie video that I did, I talked about how Disney Channel used to have this 65 episode rule where each Disney Channel series back in the day was only allowed 65 episodes and that's it, you're done. However, the success of So the Drama bolstered the show's popularity overseas and ultimately encouraged Disney Channel executives to renew the series for a 4th and final season. On November 29, 2005, Disney Channel ordered 22 new episodes of Kim Possible in response to the series' success and popular demand from fans who had been heavily petitioning for the show's renewal online and via emails. Season 4 initially premiered exclusively on Disney Channel's website before finally returning to the network on February 10, 2007. After running 5 years, 4 seasons, and 81 episodes, the hour-long series finale, Graduation, aired on September 7, 2007, ending Kim Possible. The series also airs on Disney-affiliated channels around the world in countries such as the United Kingdom, Australia, India, South Africa, and several Eastern European countries. On May 2, 2016, the series began airing on Disney's Freeform network as part of the Late Night's That's So Throwback block. The series began airing on Disney XD in 2018, though only including random episodes from seasons 1 and 4. Eventually, the reruns shifted to include episodes from all 4 seasons, beginning with reruns aired after July 30th, 2018 until August of 2018. In addition to maintaining consistency, high ratings throughout its 4-season run, Kim Possible was the longest-running Disney Channel original series until it was surpassed by Phineas and Ferb in 2012. And the show can now be found on Disney+. Number 8, an award. At the Daytime Emmy Awards, the series won for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Mixing for Live Action and Animation. Number 9, the Lilo and Stitch crossover. That is right. Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable got to hang out with Lilo and Stitch. So here's what happened. A crossover episode of Lilo and Stitch the series and Kim Possible aired on August 26, 2005 as part of the former show's 2nd season. Here's the synopsis for the episode. Entitled Rufus, Season 2, Episode 20, it features Lilo contacting Kim and Ron to help her rescue Stitch, who has been captured by Draken and Shigo, in a partnership with Dr. Hemstaville to clone Stitch for an army of obedient monsters. Meanwhile, Jumba mistakes Rufus for one of his missing experiments. Number 10, The Legacy. One of Disney Channel's most popular and successful original shows, Kim Possible remains the project for which Schooley and McCorkle are best known for. Few anticipated Kim Possible would become as successful as it ultimately did, proving popular among both male and female audiences. Kim Possible was greeted with a level of enthusiasm that had not been experienced since the Disney Afternoon lineup, becoming Disney Channel's most successful post-1990s show. Number 11, the merchandise. In 2003, Disney began using the popularity of both Disney Channel's Kim Possible and Lizzie McGuire in an attempt to revive the company's struggling merchandising division, which had been suffering from a declining interest in movie and television tie-ins. In June of 2004, McDonald's customers received Kim Possible memorabilia ranging from action figures to spy gear and accessories with their purchase of a Happy Meal. Customers were given a choice of 8 different interactive toys to choose from, including a magnetic drawing tablet designed to resemble the communicator and action figures of Kim, Ron, Rufus, Shigo, and Monkey Fist. Number 12, the Epcot attraction. Based on the series, the Kim Possible World Showcase Adventure was an interactive attraction that took place in several of Epcot's World Showcase pavilions at Walt Disney World. The attraction is an electronic scavenger hunt that has guests using special communicators to help Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable solve a crime or disrupt an evildoer's plans for global domination. The communicator is able to trigger specific events within the pavilion grounds that provide clues to completing the adventure. It launched in January of 2009 and it was presented by Verizon Wireless. The adventure is included in park admission. The attraction was closed on May 18, 2012 to make way for a similar attraction themed around the character of Agent P from Disney Channel's animated television show Phineas and Ferb. The new attraction, now called Disney's Phineas and Ferb's Agent P World Showcase Adventure, opened in June of 2012. If anybody experienced the Kim Possible attraction at Epcot, please let me know. And also let me know if this Phineas and Ferb attraction part is still a part of Epcot. I don't think so. And there you have it, all the facts to Kim Possible. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.